think it's working. I think we're recording. So welcome. Thanks for joining me for this conversation. For those of you who may be finding one of these videos for the first time, my name's Father Cameron. I'm the rector of St. Richard's, and this is a video in a series of videos that are conversations between me and parishioners of St. Richard's talking about their St. Richard's story, sharing moments in their time at St. Richard's where they've experienced God's presence in their life through the life of the church. And all of these are part of our 2021 stewardship campaign called God Gives the Growth, where we are celebrating all of the ways that God has been at work in the life of our church, is at work, and will continue to be at work in the next year. So I'm really excited to be joined today by Casey Wade. Casey, tell us a little bit about yourself, about your involvement at St. Richard's, and how long you've been a member.
Okay, well, thank you for having me on for this, Father Cameron. So myself, been a member of St. Richard's since 2012. My family has been a member since 2011. It's kind of an interesting story that I'll get back to in just a second. But I've been very involved with the pumpkin patch since 2012, definitely during unloads and volunteering at the patch, as well as assisting with the yearly pumpkin festival that we would have. Also recently, as of last year, I've become a member of the vestry. So I'm on the vestry of St. Richard's, and I'm really blessed to be afforded that opportunity to be able to help St. Richard's out and be able to use some of my abilities and my gifts to serve the church. But with finding a home at St. Richard's, it's a funny story. So my wife and I was still active duty Army. We were living up in Washington.
Okay.
And we had decided that I was going to get out of active duty and we were going to move back to Texas. So lo and behold, I find out I'm going to deploy. So we purchased a home here in Round Rock online, had never seen it, had some really good friends in the community that helped us out. The plan was to come down with Aubrey and Aiden, help them move in, get on a plane, go fly back to Washington, and then go deploy to the Middle East. Well, we all know what happens to plans.
Yes.
Found out that I was actually deploying earlier than I thought. So Aubrey had to come down here by herself with everything to a new community, a new house she had never seen, with a 2-year-old, 2 dogs. So it was just really interesting to see that when she did finally get settled in here and I had already deployed and I was overseas, finding a new home for worship was on our minds. And St. Richard's welcomed Aubrey and Aiden into the family here. And that right there, we talk about the good things in life. That made such an impact on just kind of easing some of the burdens of not only the new location and new move, but when your husband's deployed overseas as well. Aubrey jokes about it sometimes. She would say, I kind of wondered towards the end, did people really think I was married?
Right. It's like the boyfriend who lives out of town, or whatever. Yeah.
But so that's why I say our family's been a member of St. Richard's since 2011, and then I've been here since 2012.
Gotcha. Wow, what a story. Yeah, so it sounds like it was that welcome and that strong sense of community that was so pivotal to y'all during that time of transition that kind of brought you into the fold.
Yes, Father Cameron, it really was. And even I remember the previous rector, he had even reached out to me via Facebook while I was in Kuwait. And was like, I'm so welcoming to have your family here. And I just, that to me, and what I get from St. Richard's is what we are as a whole, is welcoming everybody in and becoming that. I almost think of it as one of my other families. I have my family, I have my Army family, and then I have my St. Richard's family.
That's awesome. What a cool story. Well, you've kind of preempted a little bit. I think my next question, I can maybe guess your answer, but I don't know. Maybe you have a different response to this. But what might you say to someone who is either new to St. Richard's or who is maybe new to the area and looking for a church home? Given that that was the position that you were in the story that you just told. So what would you say to someone who may be in that same position as you were in and looking for a church? What would you say to that person?
I would say that, if you're looking for a place to worship, St. Richard's is like I said, it's a family. We welcome you in. From the variety of different ministries that we have, to the preschool, to the activities that we have throughout the year, the youth group. There really is something for everyone. Whether you're new to town or you've been here a while and you're looking for a new home, it's just, to me, it's being able to have that community and those relationships with my fellow parishioners that's what I feel is the strongest.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Casey, so much for sharing a bit of your story about how you came to be at St. Richard's and about some of the ways that you're involved now. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you taking the time. But to conclude, we have the real hard-hitting question. We always end these. I try to come up with a slightly different one each time in each one of these conversations. But this is a slight variation on one I've asked before. So I asked Becky Anderson, what is the kind of like best place to get a taco, okay, in the area? And then I asked Justin Nordhausen, what is the best barbecue he has ever eaten? And so I'm going to ask you another food-related question because I feel like that's my theme. Okay. And then maybe another one because we need to mix it up a little bit. So the food-related question is, what is the best taco filling? So not necessarily a place to get tacos, but if you're making like your ideal taco, what does it have in it?
My ideal taco would have fajita beef.
Okay.
Peppers, lettuce, and green chili from New Mexico.
Oh man. Oh, I would eat that taco. That sounds delicious. That's a good taco. And we're recording this right around lunchtime, actually, so that's kind of making me hungry. But yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay, and then to mix it up, because we've done a lot of food-related questions, all-time favorite movie?
All-time favorite movie, Braveheart.
Oh man, also a good one. Yeah, also a good one. Can't hear those bagpipes without getting a little choked up,
Exactly.
So awesome. Well, Casey, thank you again. I really appreciate you taking the time and joining me for this conversation. Everyone who's watching, I hope you'll go on. If you haven't checked out the other ones in this series, please do so. And go online to our website at strichards.org to find out information on all the stuff that Casey mentioned, different ways to get involved and different things that we're doing. Even now during COVID time, we still have some different ways to connect to the life of the church. And so go online, check those out, and then go specifically to strichards.org/give to learn more about our stewardship campaign, about our proposed budget for the next year, and read a little bit more about some of our ministry goals in 2021. So again, Casey, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
No, thank you, Father Cameron. It was a pleasure.
Awesome. Well, it's good to see you. Thanks.